Curious thing about the Wall of Hope now, in terms of one of the things about the research is the tactile nature of it. The fact that people can actually take it off, take the Emma off, reposition them, touch them, engage with them on a physical level, and it's also obviously the sound element of them when the wind's blowing them. But now I noticed that it started raining. There's actually the smell. They actually obviously you can't smell them, but they actually smell. They smell really nice. The wood is getting a bit damp in places, and they're actually starting to kind of exude this kind of very earthy, kind of very Japanese, almost like a thatch. If you go near a thatch cottage and it's raining, it's almost that kind of smell. It's kind of amazing. So when you approach it, you actually get an extra dimension now during the rainy weather, which is very interesting. Another dimension to the research. Again, this is just really one thing that separates this research from, or this art, community artwork, from other research or other art projects, that it's so multi-dimensional. When you walk up to it, it smells, it has sound, it's tactile, it's visual, it's really, attacking the senses on so many different levels that it's really pause for thought, actually, in terms of those of us who are doing arts-based educational research and kind of visual research, that the ways in which we're trying to engage learners through the visual medium is not simply just the the physical act of painting, the eye-hand coordination, the cognitive response, the neurological response to the visual, or to interpreting the words in visual forms, or ideas in visual forms, but it's actually what that then produces, the dimensions between the viewer and the viewed, the third person, the bystander, and so on and so forth. Plus now this idea of introducing smell and so forth into it. It's really I think we haven't even begun to scratch the surface of arts-based research, really. I think we're way off where we should be at this point in history in terms of using arts. And art defined, obviously, you can see this as kind of almost like a folk mark making. It's not about art paint per se, but my point is that I think there's lots more exploratory work to be done in the arts-based educational research remit, and this is really, to me, just the starting point. But it does point, it does show me that we haven't even begun